Astrology doesn't define you. It's just a tool. And like nothing is set in stone. Like even if somebody go get a psychic reading, that's not set in stone. So it's like utilizing the information to inform yourself, not to label yourself.
Hi, welcome to another episode of CELE Chats. My name is Meg and this is Carly. We created CELE Chats podcast to really celebrate heart-to-heart conversations and heart-to-heart connections and deep, real, authentic friendships. And this is why I am so excited to introduce our guest for today is Odyssey. She is an expert astrologer, coach, sound healer, guide. She is amazing and she is one of my favorite people, one of my closest friends in the world. In this episode, we are going to talk friendships and how to manifest aligned friendships based on your chart. Carly and I will get our charts read and see why our friendship works and why it doesn't. And she's going to dive into all things spiritual, energetic, feminine energy. We are so grateful to have her and her beautiful essence on the podcast and can't wait to invite you in the conversation. Welcome to another episode of CELE Chats. We are here with one of my besties, Odyssey. Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes, we're so happy to have you. And we start every episode with the CELE Scoop. So this is us asking you what's going on in your life right now. What's your vibe right now? First question is, what is your morning routine looking like lately? And I feel like you have an intense morning routine.
My morning routine is pretty long. It takes about an hour and a half. I prioritize like journaling, meditation, walking, if that seems like it fits, and just a lot of silence. Don't talk to me, don't look at me.
Love that. Amazing. An hour and a half is so ideal. I love that for you.
What time do you get up?
I don't have a set time to wake up right now. I just know that whatever time I wake up, the first hour and a half is all about me. Especially like the moment I open my eyes is like straight into meditation.
I resonate with that. How about you, girl? What's your morning routine looking like?
Morning routine right now. I'm a morning girl. I love the morning. And I have been I've been getting up about 7 a.m. and straight into setting my phone aside, not looking at Instagram. And then I go right into the Bible. I light a candle and I read the Bible.
Love that. Amazing.
How about you?
I am on a huge self-love journey right now, and I have a YouTube girl that I'm obsessed with. So immediately when I wake up, it's a house of hibration, self-love meditation, and then into my face massage while I'm listening to my affirmations. If you know me, I'm obsessed with face massage. It's like my addiction right now.
That's why you've been looking so chiseled.
That's why my face is snatched, and that just makes me feel so good for the day. And same as you guys, like working internally first, airplane mode, me, and then
DM
showing up for other people. Okay, CELE Scoop number 2. What wellness habits are you currently loving?
I'm currently loving my self-talk, like catching myself and reframing things and even catching other people, not necessarily like pointing out what they say too much, but noticing like how that could show up in me and where I could do better and how I speak to myself.
I love that answer because you don't really think about that as a wellness habit.
Yeah,
I was thinking more like green juice workout, but that is 100% a wellness
Mental
habit.
health.
Mental health, baby.
Mental health.
How about you?
I have been really into prioritizing 2 runs a week. I am working to work towards over 3 miles. I've been doing 3 miles here and there, but I love running because I notice when I don't run, my resting heart rate increases, and I love to see it like at a nice 57 beats per minute. And when I run, I also feel so much less anxious.
100%.
Nice.
Carly just inspired me to get into my running vibe. So I've been running for the first time in years, and I listen to my affirmations while I run, and it's like a
Recipe.
for feeling freaking amazing.
And Megan's gonna do a half marathon.
When?
0 to half marathon
Let's go.
in January.
She's shocked.
That's amazing.
My wellness habit that I'm loving right now is celery juice. When I'm drinking celery juice, my skin is 1,000 times more clear. It's crazy. I feel like it's an old fad and it's the most annoying thing because it takes so long to clean my juicer. But I'm a celery juice girl and for some reason my body and my skin just love it.
Love it.
Celery is also good for our mind, so it's like a double whammy.
Why?
I'm not sure the scientific aspect of it, but celery juice is known to help like individuals experiencing like overthinking or like any depressive thoughts.
Amazing.
That's cool. So wait, how did you and Odyssey meet?
We met at a vision board party. We were just remembering this at my bestie Haley's. And I just remember I just moved to Miami probably that week. I was so excited to be in Miami. And I just remember meeting you and being like, damn, one, this girl is so spiritual. Like she was the most spiritual person I'd ever met. Two, I just felt like you were so in your feminine energy. I don't even know if I had the words to say that it was feminine energy, but there was something going on with your energy that I hadn't experienced in a while. And I was just really excited to I was like, I'm becoming friends with this girl. She doesn't have a choice.
Yeah, I think we actually talked about it that day. Like, I felt like you had such a boss babe energy, and I loved it. Like, you were so structured and organized, and you seem like, what's the word, like strong-minded. And I'm like, I like that. And I think we talked about that. Like, we can definitely like reciprocate and like create synergy for one another.
Yes.
That's really cool.
100%.
Sounds like a little balancing going on. I like that.
Yes.
And I have actually seen that with you guys because you guys will work together, you'll play together, you'll have fun together.
I mean, Odyssey's been a part of CELE Chats. We were on the streets interviewing people, the questions.
Yep.
She helps me when I'm hosting an event. Like she's kind of the low-key host, making sure people are getting the right content, making sure our shit is together. So yeah, she is definitely part of the CELE team.
She's a force.
The CELE club. She is a force.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
Thank you. We're reflecting one another.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I know when I met you, because I actually met you at our Spice by CELE photo shoot. And I thought you were so sweet. You know when you meet your friends' friends and you're like, oh, like how are they gonna be? No, I immediately was drawn to you. I loved how kind and approachable you are. You are not intimidating, which is really refreshing. Some women are, and I loved that about you.
Yeah.
I also remember that day just thinking, wow, you're so cool because you're so in your own energy. We're all like, I don't think I was drinking at this era, but everyone's drinking, we're having snacks, we're doing the photo shoot, and you are just on your computer. I think you were like taking a meeting or something.
Yeah, probably working on something.
Yeah, like you are just always in your own energy.
Yeah, Carly, I thought you were so magnetic and like just so easygoing. Like I appreciated that because it's true. Like when you meet people's friends, you never really know what to expect. Yeah. Especially like a business partner. Like what type of business partner are you? Or like the stiff one? Or like, but you guys are so like fluid and wholesome.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, we are.
Because sometimes I feel like you will meet people and their friends can be protective over their friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not the vibe.
Not me.
No.
I mean, I'm protective over my friends, but I feel like it's always just so much easier when your friends become friends.
Yeah.
And the network just keeps getting bigger.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Love it. So we want to dive into astrology and using astrology to create aligned friendships. Maybe even using astrology to avoid friendships that just really don't serve us. And you're our astrology expert. So what made you get into this?
What made me get into astrology? Honestly, it started before I was even born. And I like to say that because my mom would watch this TV segment of like, it was like a 15-minute horoscope by this guy named, what's his name? Walter Mercado. Walter Mercado, he would come on 15 minutes on the news and like, it was like a thing everybody gathered for. So I did that all my life. And I remember like being intrigued by everything. And I am a criminal justice major. I thought that I was going to be a psychologist for like children in detention centers or something. And then I realized like that career is pretty dark. So I'm like, what can I do that suits me more? And as I navigated and practiced my own self-discovery, I realized like I love astrology. It never occurred to me that I could have a career in it. And in today's world, I can.
Yeah.
So that helped me like share and talk about it more publicly. I've been reading about it since I was 10 though. So it's been quite a while. And it's really started with myself. Like, what do I need to understand myself? Why am I so sensitive about this? Why am I not so playful? Like, just learning about me made me excited to share it with others and also utilize the information to understand others and help others understand me. Here we are. And I think it's really good for friendship. It's hard to say that based on the sun sign, we might not be compatible, but definitely utilizing astrology as a tool to understand the person you're dealing with.
Better. Yeah.
I love it. I feel like I've been a really spiritual person since I was 18. I'm almost 30, so it's a while. And but I was spiritual except when it came to astrology because I had all these friends. Like Haley is a Leo and she's such a Leo and she was so proud of that. I had other friends that were other signs that they loved, and I was like, what the hell? I feel like I'm the worst.
I know.
Sign. Like
Yeah, you used to say
Capricorn
that.
is
I love
known as being
Capricorn.
so serious, so just money focused, all these things that I do see in myself now. But when I was younger, I was like, I think I was born at the wrong time or something. Like,
You had like an identity
this is
crisis.
not resonating. So what do you think about Capricorn?
Capricorns, honestly, every zodiac sign has its, strengths and areas of improvement. I like to think of it based on emotional intelligence. So it really depends where you are. Capricorns are one of my favorite signs. I feel like they're as
Me too.
disciplined and structured as they are, they're also as loyal and loving and devoted. Now, because they care so much about their legacy, sometimes they struggle like playing. So I can see when you say that, like, maybe this is the wrong time. However, like, as you find your emotional intelligence and as you find your balance and structure in your life, you can create time to play. But it's also about feeling safe to play, right?
And I feel like most people that know me on a like surface or maybe just normal friend level, not a bestie level, think I'm just like always so silly, always joking around, blah, blah, blah. But the real me, like I'm very serious on myself, which is something I've discovered as I've gotten older.
Yeah, I think you present as a major extrovert, but to get to know you on a beautiful, like deep level, you actually have a little bit of introvert in there that
Oh yeah.
is very much needs some time to seclude and to be alone.
There
as
is
well.
a hermit inside of me, and she was born last year. And she loves being by herself a lot in a red light mask.
Yeah.
With probably like 10 biohacking.
And an aloe sweatsuito.
That's like so raggedy.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah, that's
killing.
definitely a version of myself.
I mean, Capricorns are comfortable with solitude more than I would say a Cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that, honestly. But
Bro.
now I see it.
They're always working on like getting the work done. So it's like they don't have time to sit and play too much. Whereas like a Cancers, they rule home and like community and come together. Like so, and they're actually polarities, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Capricorns is
interesting.
supposed to be the dad of astrology and Cancer the mom.
Oh, wow.
So think of, like when you think of it that
That's
way, it's like the dad is like,
We need our father.
yes.
I'm trying to get out of my masculine.
I think you're doing a great job.
Daddy Meg.
You're definitely
Daddy.
even if you, like, for example, when we met, it was January of 2023, and we had a vision board party, and her goal was to soften up. Her goal was to step more into her femininity. I feel like if we were to look at pictures of you then and now, like, even physically, it would be apparent that you've done the work that you set out to do.
That's a
You
really
have.
good point, because in the past year and a half, as I've wanted to be more feminine, the workouts that I've wanted to do have changed. How much I wanted to move my body has changed. I used to be a muscle mommy. This guy saw me at the gas station and called me a female Arnold Schwarzenegger. And now I feel like I have a more feminine body. So it's interesting how those two have kind of coincided.
Like,
You're
even
like
your
a tank.
attire.
I was a tank. Wait, so could you explain to someone who doesn't know anything about astrology what the big three is?
Ooh, the big three. The rising sign is known to be like your first impression. Like when you come around, people don't really know who you are. It's like first impression. And then you have your sun sign, where it's like your personality that you're meant to embody in this lifetime. And then your moon sign is like how you see the world from the inside out. So it's often known to be like your emotional state and how you feel through the world.
Is the moon sign the one when you're alone how you act.
Yeah, yes.
Right.
And based on, depending what type of astrology you're working with, the moon sign is the most important zodiac. It's like the soul sign. Because if you think about it, if we manifest and do everything based on feeling, and if you operate based on your moon sign, so it's like that's the sign to key in on.
So why does everyone talk about their sun sign? Like, I'm a Capricorn because I was born January.
In Western society, I can't say why, I don't know, but in Western society, they focus on the sun sign. In Eastern society, they focus on your moon sign. And I mean, if I could have an idea, I like to connect it to like your sun sign is the energy you're learning to embody. So it's not fully who you are. Where your moon sign is who you are. And in the Western culture that we live in, they don't really want us to be who we are, so that we're more like moldable. And so that's another topic, but
That's really interesting.
That's so interesting.
You can definitely leverage it in this life. I mean, you were talking a little bit about emotional intelligence and self-awareness when you were younger. And I will say, like, I was introduced to astrology when I think I was a freshman in college. And I remember feeling like I connected with myself on a new level, because a lot of the things that I did or the ways that I acted that I didn't know as love, I was like, okay, I actually have grace for that part of me. I love her, and that makes sense why she's responding in that way. So it made me understand myself better, and it definitely helps you become more self-aware and how you go about your daily life, honestly.
yes.
My question, though, I wanted to ask you is, up to what point do you think we should marry these? Because I remember I became obsessed. Like, I opened up the horoscope app every day and made the decision.
Co-star?
It was the older one, actually. I don't even remember what it was called.
I don't know.
This was in college, but I remember opening it up, and I would really decide how my day was going to go based off of what it said my mood was.
I don't want to get too much into your chart, but your sun sign is also, I want to say your Venus and your Jupiter. Don't quote me. You have multiple Aquarius placements in your chart, so you can relate to your sun horoscope more than many people could.
Okay.
So, because a lot of people can't relate to their sun, but it's because they're not considering their other signs. Now, your question was,
Up to what point do you think we should essentially balance how much we align our energy in every single day with what the horoscope says?
well, with that, I would say not only following your sun sign. I feel like only following your sun sign could, it's like not enough information. I think it's a personal journey for sure, because some people need that push and that clarity. Whereas there's people, like astrology is meant to mirror who you are and be a tool to help you navigate. Now, you can get to a point where you're so aligned with yourself that you don't need it. So I guess it's just being discerning, and not letting astrology be like it or the end all of things, but being like an indicator or a tool that you use.
I love that.
I feel like it's looking at your horoscope, and if your horoscope says you have really bad energy today and you should be staying in your couch, but you feel outgoing, you're not giving your power over to this random thing that you read. Like, you are still the powerful person in
like use it
control
as
of
a
your
tool.
life.
Like, okay, today's gonna be challenging. What do I need to do to help me through this?
Thank God I didn't look at my horoscope today. I don't know what she said, but
I haven't looked at mine.
I don't look at my horoscope, but like I said, I didn't resonate with horoscopes until I've gotten some chart readings from you, from this other astrologer that I work with. But something that has really stuck out to me is that Carly and my mom have the same exact birthday, February 10th, and they're both Aquarius. I don't know what their other placements are, but they have so many freaking similarities, like even from their upbringing to these abundant lives that they've created, how they love the nicer things in lives, how they're just like outgoing and like to host parties, but also have this very introverted side. Even they're blondies and so into fashion. And when I realized this, I'm like, I feel like Carly is my mom reincarnated to like teach me some lessons in this life. But that's something that stuck out to me as, oh shit, when you're born actually really does shape you and your birthday.
We both have cute girl dogs.
True.
I've been looking into that, like, why do we attract people with the same birthdays?
True.
And I feel like if people are mirrors and they're meant to teach us things, like, they're also like partners. So it's like her energy signature is something that really helps carry you. Something like that concluded. But I love that helped you like really see that astrology, there's something there. There's something to discover.
Yeah.
And astrology is not something to worship. It's a tool. Like you take an Advil for a headache. You turn to astrology for self-discovery and relationships.
Yeah.
I love what you just said, because I was definitely idolizing it in college. Like, I was marrying my energy and emulating what it said about my day. And then I had to learn a balance, like everything, right?
Like everything, we love learning
You know what
the
I was
balance.
thinking, though, girls? Should we each go around and say our
Top
moon,
3?
sun, rising? Trying my best
She's a
here.
little rusty on her astrology. Yeah, sure. You first, Odyssey.
Well, I have a Scorpio sun and rising with a Leo moon.
I feel like people that usually have Leo in their chart usually have like a whole hair moment, and you embody that. Capricorn sun, Cancer rising, Virgo moon.
Aquarius sun, Cancer rising, and Scorpio moon.
I love that. I don't know if you've noticed, you have 2 Scorpios in your inner circle. We don't know everybody else's chart, but Scorpio energy seems to be like a thing for you.
I have other Scorpios in my life as well.
Yeah, which I thought about it, like both of y'all sun sign. First of all, y'all was both born on the 10th. So
I know,
that's
1
pretty
month
cool.
apart.
Yeah.
She's my
Literally.
older sister.
Yeah, and your sun is in the 8th house. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. So there's a lot of like, when it comes to, for Megan, business-wise and shared resources, Scorpionic energy lives there for her. And then for you as well, on top of you having your Scorpio moon. So what does that even mean, right? When it comes to business,
dumb it down for us.
we're dumbing it down. Both of y'all sun
Need
signs
the
is in the same stage. And that helps y'all do well in business and like create wealth together. So it makes sense that this is a business dynamic. And Megan, I believe you also was in business with your mom at one point.
There are barely any people in my life that I haven't had some kind of business with. It's crazy. But yeah, we had a yoga studio together.
Yes, and it was also a wellness brand. Like CELE Chats is a wellness brand, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's because you do well in business with people with that energy. Yeah.
Aquarius energy.
Yeah. So based on our big 3, what would you guess as business partners in a dynamic works well together?
Your Cancer risings also, like you guys are very nurturing, compassionate, caring, and like it's important for y'all to create safe environments. Here y'all created CELE Chats where it's about like enhancing the drinking experience. That's how it started. But in the end, it became something about connecting and bringing people together. So both of y'all having a Cancer rising with CELE Chats makes sense. On top of the sun signs, having that synergy when it comes to building wealth together. And then like your moon signs, Carly moves more with her intuition and her feeling. You move more with structure and organization. So that energy works with like building and sustaining something together.
That makes so much sense.
Megan always loves to hire like a coach to like tell us what to do, and I'm like, no, like I don't want to lose my own freedom to discern what I want to do and every week. And
we'll do mindset programs or personal growth programs together as partners, and we'll answer journal questions, and it'll be like, what do you want your impact with CELE to be? And I'll be like, I want to be selling this many games a month. I want to be hitting this many people. And Carly's like, I want to have a positive impact on everyone. It just, hers is so much more feminine and mine is much more like,
and that's what works.
What I want.
that's why we work. Not one is better than the other. They're both beautifully themselves.
Yeah.
But there's other areas in your life, we're not going to get too deep into it, but there's other aspects in your charts that makes you the more structured one and her the more intuitive flow one. So it's like, mirror that in multiple areas of your life, which makes it even more brilliant.
I see that.
She is
Plans, outfits.
Yeah, no, she's like, people say Capricorn is the structure, but I am not the structured one out of the both of us.
She has Capricorn placements as well, so.
I think if we were to go on a trip together and travel on a plane, I don't know, honestly, but I feel like I would be the one with the boarding pass for both of us, and I would like be like, okay, here's hers.
I get that reel sent to me all the time of how one friend is just like bopping along, doesn't know what city they're going to, and one friend plans everything. And I'm the bopper.
You're the bopper?
I'm the bopper, yeah.
Love
100%.
that. We love that about you, though.
Yeah.
I love to create that space for you, honestly.
Thank you.
Because I feel like
What
if
do
it
you
were
mean
up
by
to
that?
if it were up to you, you'll be making sure
Calculated.
things are like handled and like things are going apart or on time. So being a bopper lets you like just let go, let loose.
Yeah, I feel like I'll be the one who makes a plan if no one else wants to, but I'd rather be the one that's just kind of going with the flow, flowing with the flow.
Going with the flow. One time, Megan and I almost had a third business partner. Scary times.
That would have been a whole different CELE vibe. That would have been very
Look at
serious.
it. She's
And
like,
what happened?
it didn't.
The personality types didn't work, or
So
Yeah.
she had us take the Enneagram and the personality types, and Megan and I's both came back the exact same.
We scored the same, got the same personality on every test that this girl made us take because she just wanted to see how we would work together. And we kept cracking up, being like, we're getting the same results for every test. This girl's never going to want to work with us because she's going to think we're just going to gang up on her. And she didn't want to work with us because this was one reason. But we thought it was so interesting, and maybe looking back, it's part of our Cancer rising or something.
Probably.
Because from the surface, like Carly is a married girl. She is very grounded. She's very peaceful. She doesn't live a chaotic life, living in the suburbs.
Anymore.
I'm in the city. I'm traveling a lot. My life is a little all over the place. So you wouldn't like look at us and be like, they are the same person. But we just kept coming back that we were.
do you remember what that was?
ENFJ and then Enneagram number 7.
I don't remember my letters, but I remember that it was titled The Protagonist. Either way, do you remember her zodiac sign?
The girl?
Oh,
No.
No.
Probably Virgo.
I'm laughing with all the tests she made y'all take. I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably Virgo.
So what
From
zodiac
everything I've
signs?
learned about Virgos this week. What
Zodiac signs haven't y'all got along with?
Taurus for me, which is the opposite of Aquarius, right?
Great question. No, Taurus is the opposite of Scorpio, so it's the opposite of your moon. Aquarius, the opposite is Leo.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I love Leos, actually.
Yeah.
I love a Leo.
Yeah, I have a lot I feel like all my girls in college were Leos. Most of them. For me, I've had a couple falling outs with some Geminis.
Interesting.
Other than that, I really don't fight. I'm thinking of this spring break with a friend that I lost on spring break. She was a Sagittarius. I guess I've had falling outs with multiple signs.
Multiple signs, yeah.
When it comes to
Well,
mine,
you mentioned
Gemini.
Sagittarius and Gemini, and they're polarities, so there's a similar energy there.
What does it mean that they're polarities?
So when it comes to the astrology wheel, whatever sign is directly across from yours is known to be the opposite of you.
So it's the opposite of Capricorn.
The opposite of Capricorn is Cancer.
So I'm rising into the opposite of what I...
And embodying the characteristics.
Interesting.
That's why you connect with Drew,
What signs
too.
do you... Love Daddy Drew. So what signs do you not typically get along with?
I'm a people's people. I love all signs. However, I have noticed
That's my answer too, actually.
Yeah, I've noticed the
great
common
answer.
denominator of issues. My drama is always with a Virgo, woman or man. And it's always like weird, like just, I don't understand what that's about. What else? Aquarius, when I was a teenager, me and Aquarius did not get along because we like banter a lot. And I didn't like to be challenged when I was a teenager. So we would argue. But it got better.
Good.
So
Healing
for you-
happened.
For you to say you don't get along with a sign, is that after you just have that experience with that sign one time or multiple? Because a lot of the things I just said were random fights that I'm remembering, but I was fighting with one person who was that sign, and I feel like I can't encompass that whole group of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
As
I
people
understand
that
what
I
you
don't
mean.
get along with.
No, yeah, every sign I've mentioned, it's been like a totality of experiences, like through life.
Yeah.
Like
Like a lot of shit.
a lot of shit. But we all have multiple zodiac signs. We're not just our
Yeah.
sun sign. There's multiple planets in the air when you're born, so you have multiple signs. Sometimes they might not be a Virgo sun, but they got Virgo in there somewhere. So you'll be surprised if we were to like really analyze everybody.
So being so into astrology and so knowledgeable, what do you, outside of kind of friendships, or maybe it is friendships, what do you use your chart to figure out about your life most?
Everything. I don't care. Everything.
Walk us through it. What do you do? What do you look up?
Okay.
And how do I use
which
ChatGPT
sources?
to
Yeah.
do this myself?
All right, let's say
ChatGPT
that
isn't trustworthy, I don't think.
Hey, she uses it.
ChatGPT is a nice tool when it comes to astrology, but even as a professional, I notice a lot of like mistakes it makes. So you do have, you can't take everything ChatGPT say too literal. So you got to be very specific with it. And I do have like some tools to help you with the specifics. I will say that I do use it, let's say after a breakup. Like especially if I notice like a cycle in my breakup. I'm like, what is it about my chart? ChatGPT didn't always exist. So you have to do it, the research or tap into the information manually. But a breakup, if anything I'm struggling with, like, why is it that this week I don't have the energy to produce? Like, what's going on in the air? Like, literally, as above, so below. So whatever I'm feeling, I turn to it. Why is it that I like Megan so much, but I don't feel like we're connected? We can't see eye to eye with this, but I still feel drawn to her. I would look at astrology for that. Why is it that she could eat red meat all the time and I can't? Like literally the most silly things show up. Why do I attract so many Virgos? Literally, which there's a placement in astrology called Chiron, which is like your wounded healer energy. It helps you tap into like an energy you're meant to like heal in this lifetime. Mine is Virgo. So Virgos are quite literally my healers.
So it's interesting that you say that's a sign that you don't get along with, and that's a sign that you keep attracting, because we keep attracting over and over what we need to heal, which I've really been learning about in dating lately.
And I've shifted things. I went from attracting Virgo men to attracting Virgo women. So I'm like, okay.
So do you think that means you learned like part of the lesson?
With men, I feel like I've learned the lessons that they were here to embody, and now I'm channeling that with women. Like, I don't know about y'all, but recently I tapped into like, I behave differently with women and men. I have less boundaries with women. I'm more open with women than I am with men. So
in a friend way?
In a friend, anyway. Like, I would let a girl, she could do whatever she wants and it doesn't faze me. But if a man I was dating did that, that would cross me. So
that's so
tuning
interesting.
into that.
Because we were just having a conversation with Ludmila, and she said the opposite. If we were as forgiving with our friends as we were with men, the world would be a better place, is kind of what she was saying.
I can see that. But that's in the forgiveness stance. I was speaking on a boundary stance. I have more boundaries with men than with women.
Good.
Which is interesting.
Do you have a lot of male friendships?
I do. I do,
honestly
especially
don't.
Aquarius. Aquarius and Geminis, we locked in. And Pisces men.
Love that.
I can't date those signs.
Yeah.
But I could be their friend.
Okay, I have a question. Have you ever met someone, learned their sign or learned their chart and thought, oh my God, this is not going to be a good vibe, and then it actually like that manifested? It was not a good connection for you?
I think that's a strong statement to say it's not a connection for me, but like I've met somebody that seemed cool and then I learned they're a Virgo and I'm like, okay. I hate that I'm speaking about Virgos, but this is my reality.
Virgos listening to this episode,
I love y'all.
we're sending you a lot of love.
I
really
one of
do
my
love
best friends is a Virgo.
Yeah, I really do love Virgos.
Yeah.
It's just I've experienced
Olivia.
challenge. Olivia,
we love you.
We love you. Thank you for helping me
yes.
see the hard parts myself. Makes you a good friend.
My dad and my sister are Virgos. I love them. But I remember like thinking like, oh, you're a Virgo? And then like consciously having to talk myself out of that. Like, we're not doing that today. Like, let's
Not giving it energy.
Like, don't give energy into it because everyone's not the same. And if we're projecting that onto somebody, that's just what's gonna happen. Like, I'm a Scorpio. A lot of people don't like Scorpios. They think of Scorpios a certain way. And
Sexy.
a lot of people think Scorpios are dark and like mysterious. And I can be mysterious, but I don't feel dark. I don't even wear black. So it's like,
I don't think you're dark.
we can't throw me in a Scorpio bag when I'm like not like most. That's my Leo moon that helps me. So I really try not to do that. I know that, like I mentioned, as a teenager, if I heard somebody was like Aquarius, I was like, peace.
Rude. No kidding.
Now I love them.
Judgy, no kidding.
No, but I want to say this since we spoke so much on Virgos. Like, Virgos are so like thoughtful and attentive. They love so beautifully.
They do.
They do.
very caring. Back to when you were saying in high school, Aquariuses you didn't love, you weren't vibing with them. Do you think that there is a part of the Aquarius sign that was almost begging you to heal on your own, maybe triggering a level of healing that you needed to do?
I love that question. Yes, with my emotional intelligence was very low when I was in high school. And Aquarians are very like rational, logical, and very like visionaries. They see the bigger picture of things. Whereas like as a Scorpio, I'm like here, I'm in the depths of what's happening. So definitely in high school, I wasn't that mature. It took a lot of emotional maturity for me to find value in the Aquarius energy. Like I can't imagine life without them now. And that's typically how it works with every sign. True. Every sign displays different levels of emotional intelligence. So whatever are the positive aspects of a sign or the areas of improvement of a sign, they'll show based on the intelligence emotionally. So everything I've said about Virgos has everything to do with the lack of emotional intelligence. It's not that Virgos are bad people. They're great people. I love them.
We love Virgos, can't say it enough. So I feel like there's so many different tools out there. Like I have friends that open CoStar the first second they wake up every morning. But what astrology tools do you feel like are the most useful and the most accurate, and how can people use them to optimize their life?
One of my favorite apps is the Pattern. And the reason I like the Pattern over other apps is because when it gives you your horoscope every day, is using the totality of your zodiac signs, not just your sun sign. So it's something more personable and custom to you.
Ooh, I need to download.
Yeah, the Pattern. And the Pattern also has a feature that helps you see like your relationship dynamic with people versus friendship or relationship. I've been using that app for like 5 years, and I kid you not, like I still learn things about myself on that app, and it really helped me accept what mattered to me. I'll give you an example. Like I thought that I didn't care about relationships and that I was like just this free-flowing person, and the CoStar in so many ways told me like I'm meant to accept that I want a relationship in this life, and that I'm just I need to work through my fears of like abandonment or whatever it is that I'm working through. So like the app reiterating that information to me like really helped me open myself up, and ever since then, like that's when I've been able to experience the relationship I have today.
That's amazing.
Do you think that knowing your zodiac sign, other people's zodiac sign, and your circle, your friends, has it made you a better friend?
Absolutely. I believe that astrology helps you understand people. Like not everyone communicates the same. Not everyone takes action the same. Like have you ever made plans with somebody and expected them to move faster than they were? Like little things like that. Like it really helps you see the person for who they are and not what you expect of them.
I love that. I'm curious if there's ever been a time where you looked and you were peeking on your friend's horoscope and you saw maybe they're having a tough day. Did you reach out to them, check in on them?
I love that you mentioned that as well, because on the Pattern app, it actually gives you like random horoscopes of different friends per day. And I remember there was a time that it said that my friend was going through a hard time in her career and thinking about changing it, and I reached out. But also, I always look at my friends' stuff to know how they process emotions and things so that I can know how to navigate it. Like,
that's a good friend.
I speak very calm. There's people that are not receptive to that. So I have to change my dialect a little bit just so I can get through to them.
Yeah, we love calm.
We love calm
girlies.
Calm crew.
So we talked about the big three. What is something else that people should look at in their chart that will have a big impact on their life and how they show up?
So there's the Mercury sign. Mercury is a planet of communication and how we process information. That placement will help us understand how someone communicates and also learns. Then there's the Mars sign, which is the planet of passion and how we take action. So that would help us understand how they move in the world. Yeah, because
so how do you find these in our chart? Like
when you go on the Pattern app, it shows you your chart, but
it tells you everything.
It tells you your chart. But let's say that you don't know your birth time. You could still get this information. It won't, it'll be a little general.
Yeah.
But
So
let's say you use ChatGPT. You could be like, hey, my birthday is XYZ. I was born at this time, if you know the time. I was born in this city. What's my Mercury and my Mars sign? What does this say about me?
Okay. Now I'm going to look
Yes.
this up immediately after this episode.
Yes. And then you know that information about other people. So you ask the same thing, like, how can I communicate better with them?
That's amazing.
How can I hold space for their true self? How can I motivate them to take action? It's really cool.
Have you noticed a correlation between the signs and if they're an intro or an extrovert?
That's a great question. Have I? I would say yes and no. You know, for example, Leos are known to be the most like confident, extroverted, if that's their sun sign. But what I noticed, like Leo moons, they're actually more introverted and struggle with more insecurities. So maybe depending on the placement, you can kind of dabble with that.
I love it. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for a little CELE Chats break. So you know CELE Chats. You're one of our OG #1 fans. So pick 2 cards, we'll answer one, then the next, and let's get to know Odyssey a little bit deeper.
Of course, I got the honesty hour.
We're getting vulnerable.
What part of your life are you actively working to improve, and what is your motivation behind it? I'm actively working on improving my camera presence and how I speak. I'm working on being more clear and concise, less jargon. And the motivation behind it is I want to retain people's attention. Like I already speak pretty calm, so if I'm like long-winded, I could put somebody to sleep. I want to keep you intrigued.
You can always skip a card.
Skip a card. Oh, I have another one. Another honesty hour.
We are getting honest. Honesty hours are the deepest cards in CELE Chats, by the way.
Yes. And it's so interesting to see like what energy comes to you when it's your turn. What is a personal challenge you're currently navigating that you haven't shared with many people? That's such a good question. I feel like I tell my friends my challenges.
We're here to hold space.
Yeah.
It's definitely my self-talk. And I mentioned it earlier, like I've been loving the self-talk wellness activity that I'm doing because I'm noticing the difference. I didn't realize, like, I'm so soft and so mindful with others. I didn't realize I wasn't always as soft with myself. And that's a challenge because I live with myself. I spend a lot of time alone, so.
I connect. I remember my therapist saying, how do you just give so freely forgiveness, love, compassion to others, but not yourself?
Right.
So I totally understand that. Working on it myself.
Hearing that you're hard on yourself is so shocking to me because you have this, I mean, obviously I know that because we've talked about it, but the first time you ever told me, I was so shocked because you just embody this loving energy, but it also really showed me that's real, that's human. Even my most peaceful, feminine friends deal with being hard on themselves. It's pretty much almost every single person that I know.
Yep, so speak kindly.
Speak kindly to yourself and
And know you're not alone, right? Know you're not alone.
Absolutely not.
We're not.
Even in your darkest hour in the middle of the night when your mind is running and just let the thoughts flow.
Yeah, and it's like there's a skill to like disrupt a thought. Like
Snap your fingers.
Yeah, like snap your fingers, change activity, go on a walk. Like
yes.
And that's what I've been working hard on. Like
I love with my clients, we used to just give that voice like a name that you felt was kind of Karen-esque. And when that voice comes up, it's like, shut the fuck up, Karen.
Right? Like we're not doing that right now.
Into a joke. Yeah.
That's not who I am.
We're not listening to you.
What are you talking about?
Yes. Or just literally snapping your fingers and snapping yourself out of it. So a little bit more about astrology. What would you say to someone who thinks astrology is too woo-woo and they just don't resonate, don't see how it could be helpful in their life at all?
I would say the same way you give medicine a chance, give astrology a chance.
That's a great answer.
No, that was a great answer.
Have an open mind because what's the harm in testing it out and seeing if it's a tool?
Astrology doesn't define you. It's just a tool. And like nothing is set in stone. Like even if somebody go get a psychic reading, that's not set in stone. So it's like utilizing the information to inform yourself, not to label yourself. Technically, we all possess every single zodiac sign. So it's like we can't define ourselves or label ourselves just because of what we know about our sign. Because it all lives in us. Everything I said about Virgos, I have Virgo in me too. So it's like,
You said don't idolize it. It's a tool, leverage it with your own discernment and keep rock and rolling.
Astrology aside, what advice would you give for someone who's trying to find more aligned friendships?
I would say write a list of the qualifications to be your friend and the non-negotiables. And then it's a matter of like becoming that person that person would be friends with and putting yourself in the environments to meet them. You're not going to meet your ideal friend in the same places you've been going to or at home. So
If you haven't already been finding them there.
right, and shoot your shot. Like,
Yes.
I'm not afraid to
the
be
cute
like,
girl
hey,
butters.
are you accepting new friendships? Hello.
And I love that advice. You've given me that advice before. I've heard you say it at events, but it's so good because people think to do that with romantic partnerships, like your dream person, how you want them to treat you, but we don't think to do that with friendships.
Yeah, I don't think many people even take the time to assess that within themselves. So it's like, what does it take to be your friend?
I love it.
And what's
So
a
good.
non-negotiable?
Amazing. Well, I've learned so much from you. You are a freaking expert in astrology, and I feel like just life in general, you're one of my favorite people to listen to for advice and guidance whenever I need it. But our last question for you is just, what advice would you give women to start celebrating their lives more? What guidance would you give them?
That's a really good question. How do you celebrate yourself more? I would say put on your favorite outfit more often. I feel like we're always waiting for the perfect opportunity to wear something, but wear what you want. Do your hair how you want, and also keep a tab of like all the great things you've done. Like
Yes.
Evidence, right?
Evidence journal. I
Evidence
love that.
journal, yeah.
I used to do that. I want to bring it back.
I actually do that every day. Like I write down all the things I actually did to like show me like I was more productive than I thought.
At the end of the day, like before bed.
Yes.
Feel proud. Go to bed proud.
Go to bed proud.
Such a good energy to fall asleep.
And smell good before bed. I started putting on like a nice fragrance. I'm like, this
Don't
smells
smell
good.
like shit when you go to bed.
I
Yeah.
love that. I'm gonna start doing that tonight.
Amazing.
My grandma taught me that. She'll put on perfume to go to bed. I'm like, Mama, why? And she's like, you never know who you meet in your dreams. I'm like, okay.
That's the cutest thing ever.
So cute. I love
And now I
that.
do it and it feels so good. But that's if you're
So
into aroma.
feminine.
Yeah, it's also aromatherapy. So
I love it.
Thank you so much, Odyssey, for coming on the CELE Chats podcast.
absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
We love you.